Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yep, Tuesday Trading Buddies. So this will be the last session with me and Alexis. And then tomorrow we'll be back to your original trading buddies, which is Jeff and Ash. Yeah, hopefully they had a good rest. So with now, I think I'll just say in front. I forget the back. Yeah. So thank you for joining us this month. So I think personally, it had some benefits to me in the sense that I had a bit more look at the screen, so it enables me to actually, in all honesty, actually looking too much at the screen is not beneficial for traders like me. Yeah, because I'm a pretty much a kind of like a machine that trades. Yeah, so looking too much actually makes me look at too much, think too much, which is not good for my personal trading. Yeah, but what happens is that for this month, if you recall, I think 2 weeks back, I sort of floated something to Alexis, which can be like a day trading system. Yeah, so I'm looking into that. And then personally, yesterday, I also had looked the indicator, which is the Da Vinci volatility meter. So I thought it can be further developed into also like another day trading system specifically for the indices. Yeah, so last night I actually ran a few simple tests, and the result actually is quite acceptable to me. I end up with a more or less like a 50% win rate system. Yeah, which in terms of percentage, right? 50% is the highest win rate that I have ever achieved for any system that I come up with. Yeah, so I think I can further develop it. Yeah, because all the trades I was aiming for 3:1, and for 50% win rate system, 3:1 is to me lah, is insanely profitable. Yeah, there are better traders than me out there who I know have a higher win rate. Yeah, but in terms of risk to reward, for 3:1, 50%, yeah, to me personally is a new high. Yeah. So okay, if I further develop it, and it's proved to be awesome enough, I will actually sell to each one of you for about 5,000 USD. Nah, just kidding. I don't know what to do with such a system, but I would try to actually make it into an EA for my personal benefit. All right. So as this is the last session for Alexis and me, I'm really happy to see that most of my trades are in green. Yeah. So luckily yesterday Alexis didn't had a bet with me. Otherwise, I would be the one buying meals for her. Yeah. So pound Kiwi, it was a loss for me yesterday. So what happened with this this candle? It was 5 a.m. candle, right? Anybody can tell me what actually happened? Was there a news that came in that shook everyone out? Yeah. So was it because of Afghanistan? Something happened in Afghanistan or what? Yeah. I mean, it's not to say that it's uncommon, that it has happened before, but I thought it must be due to something that such a huge candle occurred. Yeah. Can anybody tell me? I have no idea. But anyway, results in me having a stop loss, but so be it. My other trades like Euro USD is performing okay. Then Euro Yen is also performing okay, so I'm happy with that. So Pound Kiwi, this was a loss, so forget about it. Yeah, I don't mind having 1 loss and 3 winners. That would be a really good week for me. Now silver, I stuck an order up here, which is not with this account because this Sense account is kind of too small to trade silver. Yeah, for a Sense account, trading commodities is quite risky. Yeah, because for commodities, the lot sizing is different. Each trade that I enter for silver under a Sense account will be equivalent to about 4 to 5% per trade. Yeah, so usually for commodity or other pairs which has larger lot sizings, I will manually enter it on my own account, not with this. Yeah. Otherwise, the copy trading will mess up quite a fair bit. Then, of course, USD SGD is also triggered. Not quite at 1:1, but we'll see how it goes. So overall, I have 4 good-looking trades: Euro USD, Euro Yen, USD SGD, and silver. Yeah, crypto. This was an analysis done, but I wasn't really trading it. Yeah. So, but I may enter crypto to see how it happens. No, this price is actually quite irritating. Let me shift it over. Yeah. So if it actually breaks the trend line, so if you recall yesterday, we have this very nice looking trend line for crypto. Nope, this wasn't a trend line that I was looking at. It was possibly about here. Yeah. So if price actually breaks this trend line, then I'm maybe consider, like I mentioned yesterday, I maybe consider selling crypto. But since usually when crypto plunge quite a fair bit, then I might as well just go for those high risk to reward 10:1, 20:1, maybe not 20:1. It really depends on the time frame that I'm trading. Yeah. So, and crypto is actually looking good for a sell setup as we are speaking. So what I'm specifically looking at for now for crypto, let's say so this is what I am pursuing, the pursuit of happiness. And that's at this stage, it does really look like price will either do this or do this, isn't it? Now, in that sense, this will be specifically what I'm looking at to see whether it gives me the setup that I want. Yeah. Like I mentioned, I don't really trade trend lines. So I trade more of levels and zones. So if price actually does this or this, then yes, I'll prepare to actually long it or short it accordingly. Yeah. So at the moment, I wouldn't say that it's looking particularly bearish or bullish. I would say that it's really performing in the middle of nowhere. I'm looking at H4 chart, by the way. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for a breakout trade, then I will jump in. Yeah, so that's my view for crypto, which I think, I don't know whether it happened this way or not. Yeah, let's see what Shukri has to say later. Now, natural gas, it actually bounced off perfectly at its zone yesterday, which I have a skill in on my main account. Again, this wasn't traded with this account because for natural gas, any trades which I put in for a Sense account, it will automatically be a 4 or 5% trade. Yeah, so this was traded with my main account. So I had already a skill in. Yeah, so overall, this is the what I call it, a pretty good opening week for me before I head it back over to Jet. Yeah, so as of today, the only trade the last thing, I think this will be the last time for this month, which is 31st of August anyway, that I'll be doing this. So let me put your attention to Aussie Kiwi. So you can see Aussie Kiwi price, very nice downtrend all the way down to at the current level. Let's see where it is at. What's this level? Yeah, 1.04. Yeah, so you can see that on the daily chart, currently it's having a very, very nice looking week at 1.04. Yeah, so it may be potentially having a reversal. Let me have a quick look at weekly charts. Yep, so this is definitely a level worth taking a look out for. Now, I'm not saying that you should definitely jump in. So if this level actually holds, which it has pretty nice rejection from the past, 1.04, then on the H4 specifically, what I'm looking out for, I won't be jumping at the moment. Yeah, so you can see that price is doing this. We have this. So specifically what I'll be waiting for price to do is if it comes up and does this, then I'll be happy to jump in. Because in overall in this area, either I need it to bounce off here or it gives me a higher low. Yeah, then I'll be clear to actually trade this. So what I mean by a higher low is here. So if this proves to be a false breakout, okay, which currently it does resemble like a false breakout, but I cannot be sure until price enter back into the range, then I may park a small trade, yeah, possibly a 0.25% trade. And then when price does this, this is where I'll go in with the rest of the 0.75 for a right upwards. Yeah. So that's what I'm waiting for price to do. At this stage, I can't quite confirm that this will be a false break. Yeah, because if you look back, I think, was it the first week that we had the trading buddies? Now this current candle really resemble the gold chart. So let's go back to have a look at the gold chart. That will be here. Yeah. So it really resembles this candle. Whether will it behave in the same manner, I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping it will. That if it does, it will possibly turn out to be a very nice trade for me. So it's worth taking a look out for Aussie Kiwi. Now, there's a correlation between Aussie and gold, by the way, if you don't realize it, is that if gold rises, usually Aussie will follow it. Doesn't have a one-to-one correlation. I think the correlation is somewhere about 0.5 to 0.6. Yeah. So what it means is that because Aussie is also a mining country, it does mining. It also mines for gold. So when gold's price picks up, Aussie will follow, but not at a 1:1 rate. Yeah, I think nothing actually correlates at 1:1. Yeah, possibly at 0.5, 0.6 if my memory don't fail me. So that's why this is looking to be a trading setup if it goes. Right? So keep looking for Aussie Kiwi. Don't think we actually have set up this today or tomorrow. Yeah, possibly towards the end of the week. Actually, yeah, towards the end of the week or next week. Yeah. So with that, I'll hand the chat over to Alexis, and we'll see what she has for us.
Okay, hello. All right, I've got a couple of stuff I want to look at, and let's see. Okay, I'm going to share screen. Let's go to the screen. Okay, I am looking at first up. Okay, let's go to this. Okay, first up, I'm looking at a couple of pairs. I'm going to go to Swiss yen. Swiss yen, all right. So Swiss yen, I'm looking for a position on Swiss yen now. I am looking to trade it off a larger time frame. So I'm looking at a daily time frame, and I'm looking to trade it to the top of the trend line. Just a very simple bounce off the WS1 towards the top. Small risk on this one. I'm just cautious that we are at the end of the month, so I'm not sure how this monthly pivot will hold, and whether or not next month's monthly pivot will give us a new target, etc. So small bounce of WS1. This is my near-term target for the Swiss yen. It's still following a bias for bullish Swiss. So this is Swiss yen. Aussie dollar. I'm unfortunately I am long the Aussie dollar, or I want to go long the Aussie dollar, and it comes from a bigger time frame again. So this is what you see on the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, there is a level or area. Okay, it's not exactly pinpoint perfect, but there's an area of support below over here. And what actually caught my eye on the monthly time frame is I have a very clear higher low over here, right? So I'm just looking to see directionally where are the possibilities. So there is also a trading range over here that I'm kind of very aware of. So a trading range over here that interests me, and price is on the bottom half of this monthly trading range. So we are entering to the new month. So if I go down to the weekly time frame, what again interests me is the way this candle looks. It's not quite a bullish engulfing, but it's like a clear rejection of this area. So if I just move my horizontal level here, just to neaten it a bit and shift it up here. Okay, let me just make it a little bit straighter. Okay, so I just shift the big horizontal level up here. It does look like there is some sort of area it's bouncing off from. So again, horizontal levels is an area of support, right? So I'm looking at this area as area of support, and currently the weekly candle has a very clear rejection of the support level. So we are only into Monday, Tuesday, right? So if we are looking at Monday, Tuesday, what I'm just looking for is a green weekly candle. So if I can get a green weekly candle, that's enough for me to get about 80 over pips. And bear in mind, I'm trading this on the shorter time frame. So I don't need this candle to travel very far. I just need it to go to maybe the 50 moving average on a weekly, a very commonly watched target, and that will give me about 80 over pips, which is great. So now we talk about the entry. So ideally, if I am someone who swing trades and holds trades for a couple of weeks, then this looks this looks bullish to me because of the, again, on a weekly time frame, I again do have the higher low over here. All right, so cyclicity is still something very much, something that I look at very much. We go on the daily time frame. Okay, it looks very oversold on the daily time frame because it's a sharp dip and it's a V-shaped recovery practically, right? But I'm not too worried about it because I don't have any oversold indicator that popped up. So I'm still going to take it as it is. All right, this is the daily time frame. Not quite clear on the daily time frame, and I guess on the daily time frame, very cautious of this level over here. You can see a kind of resistance level on the shorter time frame. But what I am looking for again is I'm playing the bigger picture over here. I'm looking for I'm trading it off a weekly candle, so there is a little bit of room to maneuver. And ideally, I want to exit near the top of this range because this trading range, I would say it looks a little bit stronger in the sense that there's a daily 50 EMA over here, and there's also a weekly resistance. So I've got a lot of consolidation or confluence of resistance levels over here. So it might take a little bit of work for this candle to break through. So my exit point ideally will be here. Now, if we go down to jump all the way to the hourly time frame where I find the entry, it is not my ideal entry. You can see that if again me and waking up early, right? If I woken up earlier in the day, or if I've looked at the chart earlier in the day and traded this candle, I would have placed an entry at this candle over here. This candle is a, what time is it? Let me see. It is a number 6 candle, which is I think 12 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's about 12 o'clock, 12 noon. If I'd seen this candle on 12 noon, there's a high chance I would have placed the entry here. But unfortunately, I didn't. So what I did take was, I'm zooming in right now. What I did take again is the second best entry, which is a what do you call it, daily resistance bounce over here. So I'm taking it as a DR1 bounce to the top, right? And two options. It's either this will go, or price will come down and retest the R1 again, and this will be my scale in. Okay, so I will scale in. So I don't have a lot of risk on this at the moment because I am kind of hoping for price to come back in to allow me to put in another percentage risk. But in case that price goes off and doesn't wait for me, then at least I have one trade on instead of having 0 trades on. All right, so this is trade number 1. Hopefully I get trade number 2, but if I don't get trade number 2, at least I have one, and I don't miss out on this one because I do like how it looks like on the bigger picture. So that's the Aussie dollar. I think the other one that I was looking at, let me go back to, I have a couple on the watch list, but unfortunately a lot of them have flown. Aussie Kiwi, I'm looking for a short. I think I heard Lloyd talking about Aussie Kiwi earlier, but I'm not sure if it's a short or long. Is it a short or long, your Aussie Kiwi?
Long.
Long. Oh no, why am I always opposite you this today?
Okay, well, yesterday you were right for pound Kiwi, man.
Yeah. What are the chances I write 2 days in a row? Very hard. Okay, so Aussie Kiwi, right? If I'm comparing Aussie Kiwi, I'm still a bit more biased to the short side. But how long will it go? I don't know, right? Because it does look like it's running out of steam. It has a nice long rejection area over here. I'm just wondering whether I can still trade it technically or not, and whether I could take it down further. But hearing Lloyd waiting for long makes me a bit hesitant to just jump in over here. And I also again feel that I've missed the best entry over here. So where is the best entry over here? I think if this would be what time? 6, 5, 6, maybe at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. would be the best entry. All right. 7 a.m. would be a breakout entry for me. All right. If I woke up at 7 a.m., there is a chance I might take a small percentage again off here. And the reason why I would have done that is because I'm still bullish on the Kiwi. So I'm trading with the fundamental bias of a bullish Kiwi. And over here on the daily time frame, if you are talking about, let's trade the wave rider just as its rule, you can see that yesterday's daily candle just touched it's a, what do you call it, single bar bounce off the weekly pivot. So this is actually a very technical setup. It's just following the wave rider rules. Yesterday's yesterday's low is my entry, then yesterday's high was my stop loss. All right, so this, if for those of you wayfinder traders, this might have been a potential entry that you might have seen and wondering whether or not to go in. And overall, on the daily time frame, I still do see kind of cyclicity still doing this. So I would not hesitate to put this if I had seen this earlier. So not sure if those of you who trade the mornings, whether or not you have caught this. But for now, I'm very tempted to trade this as a WS1. So now it's bouncing off WS1. You can see I've drawn a line over here. So what price has done is come down, we tested WS1 and it looks like it's going down. Now my question is this space worth it? Because I think this is the next nearest target. I've kind of lost confidence on whether or not this will go too far. So this is only 12 pips. So for 12 pips, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to watch it because again, I think I'm a little bit hesitant that it might reverse on me, especially knowing that Lloyd's the other direction. And I do still feel that Lloyd is a better technical trader than I am. So I'm just going to hesitate here and say and wait and see. I'd rather be safe than sorry, right? So if it goes down, it goes down, you know, or I will definitely find opportunities later. I just don't like to be going in a trade where I have uncertainty and then I'd rather not trade it because it messes up my I would say maybe not confidence, but messes up the psyche I have for the next trade. All right, so I'd rather be safe knowing that I stayed out a bit than being in it. I think that's it for me now. I'm going to hedge. Okay, I'm going to hedge the Swiss yen. I'm going to hedge the Swiss yen short. So I know this is not something I normally do. Okay, so I'm just going to short the Swiss yen at this level to WS1 because I'm in a long position and my stop loss is over here. So I might want to hedge this towards the short side, towards the WS1. Is it worth it? 8 pips. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to hedge this. It's not worth 7 pips. All right, I guess that's all for me. I'm just going to sit on this trade, not knowing where it's going to go. But Swiss yen might take a while to get where it goes, okay, because there's a lot of consolidating happening here and it doesn't look quite nice right now on the hourly time frame. It's already heading towards the downside. I think I'm about 13 pips away from my stop loss. So we'll see where it goes. And I think on the hourly time frame, that's all for me right now. Swiss yen might not be the best trade, I have to admit. It looks.
Yeah. Louis is issuing a challenge. 7 a.m. you can wake up.
Cannot lah, forget it. I know I will lose already. This kind of challenge, I won't take challenges. I know I will lose. I know I will lose this challenge. So no, I won't take you up on it, Louis. I already know I will lose the challenge. I'm not going to be able to wake up in time. Me and waking up does not go.
Louis, you should say that you'll join her together at 7 a.m. Look, if waking up at 7 a.m. during the weekdays, generally it can give you a what? Overall, for the 5 days of trading, can give you, let's say, a 4% profit week on week. I would say it's worth to wake up at 7 a.m.
Okay, maybe if I do it 1 week a month, that's all I can commit to. Even 1 week also, I don't know whether I can. Maybe 3 days a month. Like I pick like 3 days, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for like one round. Maybe that's all I can do. Even then, I can't guarantee whether I'll wake up at 7. I might, snooze my alarm and then end up waking at 8 or 9. So this kind of challenge, I know myself very well. I think I will not take it. Profit or not, I think I rather trade the US market. Then I need to struggle and look at the screen with blurry eyes. So it's okay. I won't take this challenge.
What will it take for you to wake up at 7 a.m.? What kind of scenario? You're talking about P&L, overall pips or profits in percentage. Let's say you need to have a strong motivation to wake up at 7. So what kind of strong motivation would it satisfy you?
Very hard, Lloyd, because I think the only time I could wake up consistently for that kind of timing was when I was doing the trading retreat, because everybody was there, right? And it was fun, right? So there was something to wake up for. But on my own, I think at the back of my head, I would think that I'd rather catch the US moves than the Aussie moves, So if I stay up late, I trade the US market, I could still probably get similar returns than waking up early. So I don't think I will do both morning and US market just to so-called double my returns. I don't think I'll do that because I think the purpose would probably be I need to be able to sustain this routine. Yeah, so to be able to sustain this routine, I just have to wake up at a time I'm comfortable at. So no convincing me to wake up early. It's not gonna happen. I know where you're going with this. No, it's okay.
Alright,
Whatever I whatever I do in the Australian market, I can do the same in the US market. I cannot do both. I'm okay with not doing both. It's okay. I can give up that rewards because I'm talking about sustainability here. Not I confirm 1 week later I punch it. No.
yeah, for those of you, if you have been hearing that the recurring theme in Alexis Trade, very strong recurring theme, that every time she comes to Trader Talk Radio, sorry, Trading Buddy, she keeps telling, for the past 2 weeks, I've been hearing her saying that, no, if she have done this in the morning, she have get that, she have done this in the morning, she have get that. I was wondering that, what kind of motivation will it get to her for her to wake up at that particular timing to do that?
But we've tried this, Lloyd. I think last year we've actually tried this, right? We've tried this for a while, and I think it is a central theme that whenever we teach the Wave Rider, and we always get the question, so what time is it best to trade the hourly Wave Rider, right? I always say it, if you want to trade the Aussie pairs, or a lot of pairs, the morning setups are quite cool, quite fantastic. The question would then be, can I do this every day, every single day, 5 days a week, or 4 days a week for the rest of my trading career, trading life, right? I cannot. So the question would then be, can I wake up 1 week, one week a month? I probably can, but to be able to sustain the habit, I think the word for me is sustainability lah. Can I last with this routine? And the way I think my lifestyle does not allow me to last with this routine. It also means that yes, I might be able to wake up, but will I be as alert as I am right now? Because even for I think the trading retreats, right? It's only 1 week, but it's different because there's a lot of people around. So it kind of wakes me up, and I'm kind of awake, and there's people to chat with, and there's people to watch the stream. But if you're talking about waking up on my own, switching on the computer on my own and my eyes are like half closed, I'm wondering whether or not can I really concentrate and actually jump into trades that are there instead of like, blurry eyed, so I think it's more of a, can I make it part of my daily routine? And I know I can't because I'm a night person. Yeah. So it's really quite funny because I think a lot of people, they wonder what is the best way or best time to trade. And I think the best times or the best way to trade is if you can do it every day comfortably, part of your routine. And that, I think that makes it sustainable. If you want to be able to have an income every month, it has to be done where you can sustain every month and not after a few weeks you punch it, and then I think that's the hardest thing for people to understand, because there are times where you look at the chart and you think, well, if I've been awake at this time, or I've looked at the computer at this time, I could have taken this trade, I could have made this much. But then the actual question comes is, can we actually do it? Can we actually wake up at that time? Can we actually be in front of the computer at that candle? So it is a discipline, right? So my personal discipline is I don't have any nightlife. I hardly go out at nights because I trade the US market. So it's a matter of, if you're somebody who enjoys your night drinks, your clubbing, I mean, in the past, your late go out and party, meet your friends, then maybe night trading might not be suitable for you. Maybe you might stick to a morning or afternoon, but I enjoy being home at night. At night is my quiet time, my trading time. So that is sustainable for me. I can do it for years and I don't feel drained, I don't feel tired. So I think at the end of the day, it really is a question of, can we sustain the discipline? Yeah.
All right. I think if the reward is big enough, then I guess yes, in a way. Okay, so
I think this question is for you, Lloyd. It sounds like your style.
Yeah, I was reading the question. I need help, not strategy, because I'm doing well 100 leverage on a small account growing rapidly. David, so if you have multiple levels that you wish to enter, but you can't be there for a confirmation, should you put orders and stop on all the levels, or should I just pick one level? If you have multiple levels that you want to enter, and I guess it's kind of like a skill in trade that you're talking about. First of all, may I know the time? Okay, forget about time frame. Yeah. So in order to do this kind of trades, I think you need to have you already have a strong bias on the direction. Yeah. So if you already have a strong bias, then you can just go ahead and place the orders, as in the pending orders. Yeah. Otherwise, my advice to you is you already have a way to trade and you have a strong bias on that particular direction. That's going to be my typical answer. Go buy yourself an EA. Yeah. So go buy yourself an EA that there are EAs out there. Specifically, this is called grid trading, GRID, grid trading. So they have a directional grid or bi-directional grid. So what you're talking about is very similar to a directional grid trading style. Yeah. So that means price move this. Let's say every 20 pips you put in a buy order, or every 20 pips you put in a sell order, or this kind of thing. Yeah. You can go and buy that and try it out. Yeah. So that would be my advice to you. Yeah. You can, of course, you can put your own manual orders. Personally, I would just spend the money and just buy a grid trading bot and do that and configure it. Yeah. So that is something you can actually consider. All right. So with that, let me see. I'm going to show you something in. Shukri is not in yet. That's odd. Usually he's in actually quite early. Yeah. So,
Lloyd, do you want to look at the euro pound?
Why not with the euro pound?
No, I want to take a trade. So since I have the extra benefit of consulting the technical specialist, so this is called, I don't want to study too hard. I'm going to see what you say and then decide from there.
Euro pound. So this is, at first glance, this is definitely what I'll be looking at. So price is actually in the middle of nowhere. Let me see on the daily charts. So possibly be the. So you're trading based on H1, right?
Actually, I'm looking at weekly and then finding an entry on H1.
Yeah, so this would actually be my overall should actually be my outlook. Yeah, so if looking at the weekly, so this two lines 0.867 and 0.846 would be area whereby I'll be trading from initially. Yeah, then drilling down to daily time frame, this two will be where I can be placing the trades. Yeah, so really price is actually in the middle of nowhere for me. So in order for me to trade, I'll prefer for price to do either of that. Yeah. That would be my personal preference. Yeah, because as it is trading here, even on the H1 time frame, then this is the level that I'm risking of running foul into, which is really a tight range.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sort of answers my question, because I think Sui is asking the direction I'm looking at. I'm actually looking for a long on euro pound based on a weekly time frame, but I'm waiting to see whether or not I'll probably only jump in on the US market, because I am waiting for a breakout on the shorter time frame. Like if I'm looking at the H1, I am keen to trade a breakout. So I was trying to leech off Lloyd's brain and see whether will this breakup long or short. So yeah, because I kind of like, sometimes I like to look at pairs that look like this on the H1, where it is kind of squished in and consolidating. And the question would then be trying to find how long will it consolidate for? Will it consolidate for 2-3 days and then pop on the fourth day? Will it consolidate for 2 days and then pop on the third day? So if we go historically and look at the euro pound on the H1, it has it does look like it consolidates for about 1.5 to 2 days, but in a very rare occasion, 3 days. So I am waiting for, you know, maybe Wednesday to look for a push up to the long side, or it's whether or not, yeah, it's probably a Wednesday trade, you know, but it has been consolidating for yesterday and half of today. So I am keen to jump in on a pop, and tomorrow will be the 1st September. So we'll see. I'm going to see where the monthly pivot for this appears tomorrow. Not a trade for today because it is actually, if you guys look closely, it's really hugging the monthly pivot, right? So it is at the monthly pivot. It is kind of waiting there. And what I want to know is tomorrow is the new monthly pivot, and it looks like the monthly pivot will step down. I think the monthly pivot will step down next month. So if monthly pivot steps down next month, does it mean that my price will be above the monthly pivot? And does it mean I will get my support level, the monthly support level that is formed? And can I trade this long? So this is the question this is the questions that's running through my head for the euro pound. Keen to trade long, very simply, is because on the weekly time frame, it is at the bottom of the square. So it's really trying to pick one of those. I mean, if we can jump into this safely, it will be one of those 1:5 or more kind of moves, because this will be a swing trade kind of move if we can manage to, you know, pick a proper entry over here. Because yeah.
I think it's that if you look at euro pound, which is a highly volatile pair, so whenever it gets during the week, right? I mean, it actually gets quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gets, so if you just simply draw the open and close of the gap, you will actually, and I mean, I'll form that as a horizontal level. You will actually be clear cut on where to trade really. So that's on those two gaps, and then
let's try it for, did it
then
gap? I think it gapped last Friday. I think
it gap. Yeah. So any price actually within the gap, I wouldn't actually say that it's good to trade until it clears. It really clears the gap. Yeah. So once it clears the gap, then I'll say it will be safer to trade. Of course, it's not 100%. So then there's this gap. Yeah. So once you clear it, then it would actually travel. I mean, this is what I noticed.
you're looking at this on H4, is it?
Yeah, so I'm looking at H4. So now it's actually well within the gap area. So I don't think it has a dominant direction yet. Yeah. So once it has cleared that, I would say you will have a direction to trade, especially on H1. Given your style, you get a fast TP, then I would say yes, that'll be beneficial for you. Yeah, because like this one, once it clears the gap, even if you trade this bar, right, you should safely get to your 1:1 before it reverses or do anything.
Oh, I really like this look. Okay, great. So see, lucky I asked Lloyd. So that means all I have to do is put my lines on this and wait for confirmation. And the confirmation would be if the bar clears the, you put it at the high and the low, or do you look at the tail as well?
Yeah, just put it at a high and low.
Because I think on your chart is high and low. On my chart is a tail.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean, whichever you are comfortable with, then on a much more macro outlook, this is what I see, So if wait till at least price clears this, yeah, then you will have a safer direction to trade.
Okay, that makes sense, and that is what I'm going to wait for. So thank you for the tip.
No problem. All right. So before I hand over to Shukri, just going to share with you something which I was sampling around with. Wait, share. Yep. All right. So yeah, I don't know whether Shukri is aware of this Luna crash or whether any of you have searched for this, because I thought this is a rather cool website. I found this while I was watching TikTok, by the way. Yeah. So apparently for this Luna crash, what it shows you in the market is that what are the top talk about coin on social media. Yeah. So as per my worldview for crypto is that it's purely a supply and demand market. So as long as anybody if it's trending on social media, that means a lot of people is talking about it. I'm not saying that when people talk about it, it's particularly good for the coin. What I'm saying is that when people talk about it, that means the coin will move. Yeah, whether it's moved to the upside or downside, that is up to your individual skills for your technical analysis or fundamental analysis of the coin, be it the utility side or technical side. Yeah. So, but personally, I thought that if you know what are the top coins that currently that people talk about, especially if it separates for you the DeFi, the stable coin, NFT or whatsoever, then you would have an easier time, or rather traders would have an easier time to trade. Yeah, because once you know people are talking about it, this is purely my view, all right? So once you know that people are talking about it, then the coin will move. Then for technical traders to come in and take advantage of the move will be much, much more easier. Yeah, because it does have rating. I think currently, DAO token is being heavily talked about. Am I right? Shukri?
Okay, this is the TikTok model. If you ask me whether it works, it does work, but it's not that direct. There is a service on Cointelegraph that does this because it combines the Twitter mentions. It does. It combines the Twitter mentions and they have the indicator. Now, when you see this, I subscribed before, but it's just too headache for me because I don't trade. I rather hodl this whole thing. But it was quite good. You know, when it's trending, you want to wait it to dump. And that is a fake out. Because you have to remember that cryptos is always about fake outs. They like to fake you out. They like to grab your cryptos at a cheap price, and then they're going to push it, and then that will end your career in crypto.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Pancake is the one that's being, the social dominance is 4.55.
Pancake is highest today, right? Safe Moon. Yeah, these are probably for the future. Yeah, correct. So what I saw in that thing, because they have a lot of charts, but what I remember is that you just have to wait for a fake out. You cannot buy when it's trending and it's going like that. Dumps. You have to fake out, and then if you know there's a lot of Twitter mentions, as long as you know there's no negative news, it usually more often than not comes back up. So because this is why, you know, this is the price of crypto. I don't do that. I don't trade. I really don't trade. Okay. Lloyd, do you remember our Bali trip, which didn't happen, but virtual Bali, right?
Yeah, what's up with that?
So that time I had this account, right? It was 90,000, and remember it fell to 78,000, and you said you would freak out, right? And many people would. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see that account today. And this is what I say. If you want to be in crypto, you want to make a lot of money, the skill is very different. You cannot trade your way through. It just ain't going to happen. So you got to decide what skill set you want. This is a bullsum. I'll show you after it. I already got a 4X on this. This is like a NFT, and I'll show you after. But here's the account now, Lloyd. It's 535,000. I took away 60,000 already. So you're talking about an account that you saw 90,000, went to 78,000 in January. It's basically like 595,000. I've already put in some take profit levels. Okay, I'm just waiting for them to hit. And then I'm going to rearrange this account, bring some profits back. Now, why do I say that this cannot be done in the traditional way? And if you are trading, you'll never get this gain. Never. Forget it. Forget it. Because no one in crypto has taught me how to do it. I've been here for so long. You just cannot do it. Forget it. If you are trading, you have to accept you'll be making small gains. That's it. You will not get these kinds of game ever because you can't. It just doesn't happen. You have to hodl it. Now, let me tell you why people just do not get this thing. This thing, okay, before the 60K, I took out, the peak was 466. I took out 60K, came to 400. Now, just being honest, came to 400, and then bang, of course, I take profit all the way. I was taking across many accounts, right? I took away like 300K in profit. US brought it back. Now, let me tell you, another crash came. The crash came. Of course, the thing with crashes, it does like this. It's going to do, it's not direct. It's going to go like that. Going to go like that, and then boom, hit you again, right? So suddenly this account went down to 180. Now let's be truthful. A lot of people would have bailed out already. A lot of people would have bailed out with the word scam. This is not true. Crypto is a scam. Crypto is this. Everything bad about crypto. I already said, right? I draw the Wyckoff distribution and Wyckoff accumulation. I say, hey, in August 16th, it looks like this is going to go back up. And that was only 2 weeks later, okay? Because 2 weeks and 2 days ago, people were still depressed. If you minus this by 3 days, people were still depressed. Now we're all very happy, right? Like, wow, hey, this bull run only lasted a week and a half. It's like, it's so long. So see how far life comes in. And let me tell you, many people missed this rally. Totally missed, because people here were so sad. Crypto was the end of crypto, is a bear market. So you can't worry. So the only way to catch that kind of rally where this has, of course, now I'm putting in the Nila. I'm putting in the take profits already. It should start taking profits once this value hits 600 here, which can be in the next couple of days. You're not going to do it. There is no way you're going to do it. But look at that, it's gone up. In fact, when was our last wallet class? 21st of August, right? Here's the deal. 21st of August, because I still remember that. 21st of August, the value of this account was only 352K US only, double from the low. That was good, right? Many would have taken profit. Hey, why not? You got freaked out. Why not? It's near 400K. Nobody can blame you. I kept on and I made another 180K, right? Oh, 180K is like, how much is that ringgit? Like 600,000-700,000 ringgit. I can buy a lot of things here. That's a monthly, that's an annual salary for many years here. Okay, so this is the thing with crypto, that really the knowledge is how in the world are you going to hodl it? Do you have the strength, mental strength to hodl it? And to me, the mental strength is built by many seasons of practice. So I hope the guys who were in Crypto Moon 2 have already had that practice. You should be able to make money, a lot of money in this season. If you were still looking at it when it was hardest to look at it, and when you looked at it, you kind of ignored the thing. You had faith in this is a cycle and it's going to the final cycle now. That's it. That's just how crypto works. Nothing else. I have not found another formula, okay? Not found another formula. Except for the young guys, I found another formula. They YOLO everything. And that's a different story. They're young. They're young, okay? They got like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. They just bang everything in. That, I think, works also during a crypto run or an NFT run. Possible, okay? You have to like put in your entire savings there. Be ready, it's going to go to zero. I think for the young guys is good. And let me tell you, there are a lot of young guys below 25 millionaires, maybe even multi-millionaires, because they can do that, okay? And that's fine. They play the meme coins. Some of them become millionaires, then go broke again, but that's fine. It's all in the name of fun. And that's why I said here, right? So crypto now has, good thing is NFTs have come. Even the great Visa have come online. Visa has come online. And look at that. The secret strategy is fun. That's it. NFTs are all about fun. You cannot be so serious, you know. Being serious is not the crypto thing, actually. So this is kind of cool. I actually need to go over this. This is cool. Who says business has to be boring? And this is by the head of crypto at Visa. Look at that, Kai Sheffield. We have a great time at Visa Crypto. The strategy is fun. So I like this. I really love this. You see what he's doing. He's collecting art and all that. You know, punks is considered an art. And he's looking at, oh, collecting black crypto art. So I'm going to go over this and actually study this afterwards, okay? But I'll show you what this thing is. Another form is actually JPEG. So you have to know these things. They can really go up fast because supply is limited, just like crypto, right? But usually there's like 10,000, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, whatever they mint. And if there's demand for that, man, supply can go up really fast. Some people day trade NFTs. They're doing very, very well. But the most important thing now, at least NFTs give me something good, because NFTs is about fun. I think the problem with crypto, it is still quite complex when you look at, you know, understanding the blockchain, understanding even DeFi, understanding your LP tokens and all that. Extremely complex. This NFTs is different. It is all about fun. And to me, it gives me the reason, finally. I mean, if people say, okay, I don't want to learn about crypto and NFT, it's too hard. I say, fine, dude, you don't want to have fun. I'm okay. This cannot change anymore. No point. Don't even think about it. You know, it's an easy way to say it, because it is very easy compared to crypto. I can tell you it's so easy. And we have a wallets class this Saturday. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to go on OpenSea and actually buy a crypto cheap one, okay? Because we are going to use a different We're going to use a different blockchain called Matic, right? This is on Ethereum. It's quite expensive, but okay. So you look at this Bullsium. I bought it for 0.08 ETH. That's like $250. Like, what is this? Oh, that's that. I'm proud of this. Like, I am so proud of that. These are some bulls. And I'm going to show you on Sunday my wallet or whatever. What was it? Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. I'm going to show you my wallet here. So this is my wallet. This is not my wallet. This is just a collection of bulls here, right? So the floor price is the minimum price that people are willing to sell it at. 0.33 Ethereum is like 1,000. Like, isn't that crazy? Like a little bit crazy, right? A little bit crazy. Like, let me even calculate this. I don't even know what this is, you know. Okay, Ethereum is 3.2, right? 3.2K, 3.2K times 0.33. Okay, it's like 1,000. So I bought 3. So now I got 3,000 minimum. I don't know the real price because I haven't put them on sale. So I spent like $750. That has become 3,000 now, or 3,150. 3,150, right? So when people do this, they're having fun. I can, you know, for those of you who come to the class on this weekend, right? I must warn you, okay? It is very addictive. Don't be too addicted. Sometimes I go to this. I actually wanted to mint this. I only wanted to mint 2. I kind of mint 3, you know, like, hey, this is fun, man. But this is the thing, right? And you see the price is also like a crypto chart here because it's very, the spreads are very high. So you just put in a price that you want and wait for people to come in and take it. But it is like an exchange. Look at that. See that? Oh, so it was already up, right? 0.12 or whatever, and 0.3. And then it goes up until now. Oh, 0. Wow. Look at average price, 0.4. It's almost 1,300. So I don't know whether my bulls, I still have to rank my bulls, right? You have to rank my bulls. And I'll go and rank my bulls, and you can see it on Sunday how I'm ranking my bulls, and we'll see. But I'm glad 0.4 is not bad, man. Even I didn't expect to go to 0.4. Maybe it goes to 0.5 afterwards. 0.44 times 3,200, 1,400. So that's like 750 going to, what is it? 4,200. Not bad at all. I don't know whether I can realize it, but I can try by putting some of it on sale, right? And of course, there are certain rules to do this, but I think this is cool. This is cool. So I think this is the new face of crypto. You know, you still have to know your wallets. You still have to know how to mint, which is basically just connecting your MetaMask there, like just connecting your MetaMask there and actually minting it. See all of these things. What is this? I don't even know what it is. This is from another collection. So they have a lot of collections here, okay? And when you go this, you know, this is also like crypto. They can go 5 times, they can go 10 times, 60 times, 100 times, depending on how you mint. It's just like crypto, it's just illiquid. But because of that illiquidity, sometimes you want to get out because sometimes it can crash very fast too. But if people are good at trading this, then yeah, you're going to be very good. So I like this because it fulfills, okay? It kind of fulfills my desire to trade. I'd rather be trading this. This is so cool. It goes better as a trader than crypto because crypto, when you hodl, you have to hodl for a long time because it's a real company, right? It's a real company doing real things. This thing is emotion. I know why I buy that, but here's the deal. If somebody famous buys this, this price will go up. Maybe you just want to dump. That's a nice trading signal. I look for people who buy those collections and all that, you know, whether it's mentioned in publications and all that, whether Sotheby's or what was the other auction house does an auction on that. Because before this, there was a collection called Curio Cards. It was very cheap, okay? Was very cheap, and then very cheap, and basically what was the famous auction house? Was it? It's not Sotheby's. Sotheby's did this. Sotheby's did Bored Ape Yacht Club. That went up. The minimum price for that is like 26 Ethereum now, or 78,000 US. There was another one called Curio Cards. Christie's, yeah. Christie's one day decided to do an auction on Curio Cards, and you see the immediate jump. you could have made, you could have bought something at 400 and sell it at about, what's 5 Ethereum? 15,000 to 20,000, literally the next day. Literally the next day. So it's like, if you can spot this, I think you need 1 or 2 and the rest can, the rest really doesn't matter. But this also has a lot of use because Bullsium here, if you guys are gamers, right? Bullsium here is actually part of a game. So rather than developing the game, they're now developing the game, but they are now selling the collectibles first. So just imagine XC last time, XCs are being sold first. I don't know whether this game is going to be successful. I have no idea if this game is going to be successful, but hey man, it looks good. Most of the collectibles have 10,000. This one has 5,000. I'm good. And look at the spread here. The spread is quite good because more than 1/3, okay? Not many people. That means you own only about 3 bulls max. Good. That's very good. Awesome. I own 3 lah, so I'm just the average. So that's good because the more users here, again, the way crypto works, any crypto works, the more users there are, the better it is. That's just how it works, man. So where is the link? It's not the link. I cannot find the link. Okay, I'll find the link after. So yeah, any questions?
So you are a professional art collector now?
Yeah, I'm a professional art collector, man. I am a professional art collector. It's so funny, right? But that's the crypto world. But the good thing is this NFTs, I think they make things fun. They make things really, really fun, okay? And that's very important. This will get more people in. It's also easy for me to filter. It is really easy for me to filter. Oh, this is my picture there. It's easy for me to filter because in the future, it's like, if people say too much, too hard, don't want to do this, don't want to do that, I say, sir or ma'am, it's okay. Don't go in. You don't need to go in. You don't need to go in because you won't make it. If you do not want to have fun with this, which is clearly fun, then it's hard for me to do anything. I can understand the struggle in crypto. I really can understand it. I can also understand the people wanting to trade. I don't like trading. I know crypto is hard because you have to hodl for long, right? The moment you give up, it goes up and fools you. I understand that. That's part of crypto. This is different. You can even day trade this, man. This is already 4 times. I can sell it off. At least 4 to 5 times, Oh, that's not one. No, minimum average 1,004, right? I can sell it off for 5 times. That's cool for me. Take out what? Take out like 4,000. Yeah, take out like 3,009, 3,005. That's cool if you want to do that. So at least with this, it feels a very important. How do you say it? It feels a very important vacuum. Vacuum in my heart. Okay, and it's fun, and that's the most important thing, lah. So I kind of like this because it's fun, guys. Any question? Fun is so important to me now.
So, one question from me. So previously during your Crypto Moon 2, you did not talk about NFT, right?
No. We talked very little, but it was still under, because things were not developed. You see, the first round people are always confused. I'm going to use the Malay word, like kelam kabut one. Everything is in a mess. Then we get things together.
It's okay. It's in the past. My question is, Crypto Moon 3, you're going to talk about it.
Yeah. We're already minting some. But again, this is just the beginning. So I even have a target where I'm allocating 50,000 US for this to buy all these things. This is you'll see my small wallet on Saturday or Sunday. Let me find the thing. I'm allocating a big wallet because I want to buy the blue chip ones also. I think this is an asset class. I think it's going to boom. Not now. I think the real boom is going to come in 2024, 2025. So I want to plant the seeds now. But as far as I'm concerned, I think my target is simple. The 50,000 that I put in, I'm targeting 1 million US. 1 million US. Now on the 37,000 that I put in last year, it's already gone to 1.2 million already. So despite the crash, during the crash, the height of my portfolio was like 1.4. Now it's only 1.2. Like, okay. So again, ready to go ahead. I think this is fun because it's always new challenges, and most important is fun. Now, just to be honest, now I see crypto, so I'm very stressed. You buy, go up, go down. You see all this candlestick chart. Now I know why you guys like to use line chart. This one just line chart. Easy,
what? Anything that's easy will be, in a way fun to trade. Same for us.
That's why. So when I saw a lot of ATW videos, like why are these guys using these line charts? These are so rudimentary. Now I know, yeah, line charts are better. Hey, don't bring candlesticks here. Please, if you do not want candles, don't spoil the fun, okay? I mean, you go to candlestick, I think people will have people will have more headaches figuring out that candlestick. We do not want candlesticks here, okay? No thanks. So that is the, okay, I'm going to print the link here. That is the free wallet site. So we're going to do, I'm going to go into OpenSea and actually buy a cheap, low gas, okay? It's on Matic, okay? It's on Matic wallets and OpenSea class. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, start to finish. So we're going to cover MetaMask first so that you're familiar. And then we're going to go and change it from MetaMask, from Ethereum to Matic, because if not, you guys are going to faint. And because the gas to mint on Ethereum is like $40 to $60. In Matic, it's less than a cent. So I hope you don't mind losing a cent or less. Or maybe it's only 1 cent, you know? And that's what we're going to do. I want to buy.
In that case, I'm going to ask a bonus from the listeners if they join.
Yeah.
Will you mint an NFT and give it to them?
I don't know. Come, let's see. Yeah, as long as you have a wallet, just have a wallet on Matic. But you need to have a wallet on Matic. So I teach you to do that. Yeah, why not? Because maybe I give some away because it's cheap. It's cheap. It is cheap. See, the problem with this is always gas. Gas. Ethereum, the cheapest one that I mint was like $24. That was on Bored Ape Yacht Club and also my what's that? What is it? Big Ape or something. Yeah, I like apes, right? I don't know why I love apes. Okay, I have an eye for apes. After that, it's like $60. Like $49, $60 that day. This is too expensive, man. This is too expensive. It's just like spending $60 to mint something. But yeah, if you do it on Matic, it's cheaper. But then you have to realize also the ones on Matic, the value is cheaper. Don't expect a moonlight. But you're right. You just said something. Do you know that now the most popular way on YouTubers to get really to get views, right? Especially the new ones, they give NFTs away.
Oh, really?
Yes, during live they give NFTs away. During live, they ask questions, you go in, they give NFTs away. And you know why people go? You know why the thing goes up like that? You know why? Because I saw there was this guy, he gave a curio card. He didn't know the value, at that time, there was no auction by Christie's, okay? So at that time, like $100, that's nothing, right? It's okay lah. It's a gift, right? It's a gift for someone, you guys come in. 2 weeks later, 6,000. Now everyone's going in, everyone's waiting. So he says, okay, guys, please like, please comment. It just strengthens the YouTube algorithm.
Okay.
Whereas if you do a normal live, what can you give? I can't give a Forex thing. I can't give a crypto thing. That's still very complicated. And you get a crypto, what am I going to do with this? And then the guy stressed. Yeah, you give me just now a price fall already lah. This one, at least you get an art. and you know that you don't expect anything and one day it can go up. So there's no expectation of mooning or whatever, right? But man, that curio card went up because he didn't know the value. I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's a good incentive. All right, so
that's why I say it brings fun. It brings funds to the world. It brings fun to our real world,
So Shukri, before I let you go, one last question from me is that, do you know of this project, Pure?
No, I don't, but it's interesting. So I would say that, yeah, I'll check on it. I'll check it afterwards. I would say that this is interesting because DeFi, what I see on DeFi, on NFTs, it allows you to stake NFTs. There are several already this. You can stake the NFTs and then you get tokens or you get credits to buy more NFTs. Yeah, so things like this will be cool. There are also things like this also. You stake token, and then with another token, you can buy fractionalized NFTs. Like pounds are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
We can't afford it, right? Or some painting or whatever. Now you can buy like 10% or something. So I think this, I think platforms like this, I don't know whether this is good or not. I haven't checked it. I'll check it and I'll tell you next week. But platforms like this are going to be so popular. They're going to be so popular because now we've come to the point where every young kid is going in, but it's getting expensive. It's getting expensive. Although now a lot of young kids are more richer than their parents, by the way. But you know, to bring the rest of the guys in, you're going to have to bring the prices lower. Fractionalization. So this means that the guy that buys blue chips, the value is still high. And I see a lot of people now, when they have big collections now, basically they are offering to platforms, hey, you fractionalize it and you sell it for me. That means if I have, you know, if my bull just now there goes to like 20 ETH, I can fractionalize it to 20, then Loy can buy, Angel can buy, Louis can buy 1 ETH, 1 ETH. I don't know. So I get to make money 19 ETH, right? I get to buy others. And now what's happening is this. You see, this is the difference. This is the beauty about the crypto and NFT world. But more so NFT. Crypto also works like this. See, NFT and crypto, you have a track record on the blockchain. You cannot deny it. No one can deny it. If you make money, you make. If you lose, you lose. It's just there. You know, you cannot erase it. So what has happened in the NFTs is a lot of people with a good collection of NFTs, and they've been doing this for quite some time. They're experts in that. They are even teaming up with venture capitalists. And I see that one day, even Visa and all these big companies teaming up with these people on Twitter because they have collections and they are helping these big companies actually identify what NFTs to buy. It has changed. Even I did not expect that, you know, but yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And that's why I think I said in crypto news, what was it last week or was it this week? Was it Monday, right? I said that the thing about NFTs you got to understand is this. Your wallet is your identity. Who are you? If you do not have a wallet in the future, nobody, you are like in the crypto, you want to tell like, who are you? What's your track record? On the other hand, if I'm going to apply for something, a job or whatever, or I want to be something, I want to be head of investment or whatever, dude, here's my wallet. Look at it. Go look at it. It's all on the blockchain. And then you say, okay, I think my performance is this. You check. You can check. You can check whether I'm lying or not. That's it. And that's the real beautiful part of the blockchain. That means when I say I hodl, I really hodled. You can see what's coming in and what's coming out. Immutable. Immutable. Cannot be erased. That's it. Done. Same thing for NFTs. So it's kind of cool, you know. So you see some funny people on Twitter now. Very funny people on Twitter with the cartoon face actually being approached by venture capitalists from the old world. Because we have to face it. Whatever it is, the old world has the money. That's it. The old world has more money than the new world, but the old world is looking for returns. And the returns are in the new world. And when they come to this new world, they have to deal with cartoons. That is the reality of life. So you guys, you got more returns in the future. Don't be surprised. Even I might have a cartoon face. I have decided to become a cartoon.
Cartoonify.
Cartoonify. Cartoonify. Cartoonify, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Shukri, for this.
Thanks.
Always a joy chatting with you and sharing things.
Yeah, come on Saturday. Bye.
All right, bye, Shukri. All right, so before we end off the show, let me just go one last round. Is that I really don't have any other charts to share, but the only chart I'm waiting for to trade this week because all my other pairs the orders has already in. Yeah, so the additional one that I'm looking at will really be Aussie Kiwi. Yeah, so I'm really interested to see if price does this. If it does, like I mentioned just now, I'll put in a 0.25% in. Then when it breaks, so if it does this again, then I will be scaling in more. Yeah, so that's my plan for Aussie Kiwi. Other than that, there's really nothing more for me. Long-term wise, of course, natural gas is something that I'll be keen to keep on scaling in. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to end off this show by saying that thank you for joining me and Alexis for the past 4 weeks. It has been a good August for me. Yeah, so for my Sense account, you can see that I'm up by $36. I actually started off with 220. So I'm up by 36. That means I'm roughly up by 16 to 18% just for this month. Yeah, so which is a good month for me. Yeah. Moreover, I know that in my main account, I also traded a few pairs, which is, I think I traded five or six additional trades, 2 of which I lost, 4 of which I gained. So overall for this one, I'm actually nearly up by closer to, I think about 22%. Yeah, so that's just my gain for August. So for those of you who understand what I'm saying about Sense account, my main account, it's because whatever I place in my Sense account, will be copied percentage by percentage to my main account. Yeah. Again, it's just psychologically, I cannot deal with large amounts, so I prefer to trade in a Sense account and let the bot do the rest. Yeah. So one thing I wish to point out again is more for new traders. So if you notice, my net pips, I'm actually down, but my net P&L, I'm actually up. Yeah. So I'm using this chance to actually show, to let you understand one thing is that if you are looking for free trading service, free trading signal online, and people are actually advertising on pips alone, be aware that it can be the opposite. Okay, because now it's actually I'm up for my P&L, I'm up, my pips, I'm down. Because I'm a percentage trader, right? I trade by percent. I don't trade by pips. Yeah. So the opposite can be true, whereby my pips are up, but my net P&L is down. It can be true, right? Especially if I'm making some trades from the indices, because for indices they have their pips are counting by the thousands and hundreds. Unlike currencies, it's usually 2 digits. Yeah, that can really mess up the counting of the pips. All right. So all in all, really thankful for y'all joining us in this journey. I hope I bring a certain different perspective to trading for y'all. As I've always sort of teasing Alexis is that there can be 2 sides to a trade. Ultimately, both sides can be wrong or both sides can be right, but really stick to your strategy. And I think Alexis for this month and including me, we have done so pretty well. We didn't really break too much rules in our trade. On and off, we might do it. Then you'll see me washing my toilet quite regularly. I don't know what's going to happen to her. Yeah, but really, analysis at the end of the day is just analysis. Yeah, stick your strategy with your analysis. That will make a difference in the outcome. All right, so we've said, Alexis, anything you want to end off with? She's not around. Okay, so I guess that's, let me look at some of the comments. Louis, yeah, that's it for Alexis and me. We don't know what will happen next. We might just jump in for fun, as and when Ash and Jeff ask us. Yeah. US Opens, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll be true. As I said in the opening of the show, the thing for trading with me is that it is fundamentally it's actually not beneficial for me if I look at the screen too much. Yeah, it's because I'm such a systematic trader. If there's a trade, there's a trade. If there's not a trade, there's not a trade. That looking at screen too much becomes a chore or a burden to me, because then I will start to see things which I'm not supposed to see. Yeah, so it is that way for me. Yeah. All right, so with that, I don't know where Alexis runs to. Maybe she's crying and wiping her tears somewhere. On behalf of her, I'll say thank you for joining us, and till don't know when, have a good trading journey ahead. As always, plan the trade, trade the plan.